Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing his word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called Sign of the End Times, Biblical News, volume 229. And in this edition, we're going to deal with the aroma of race riots brewing. That's right. If you are paying attention to society today, if you're paying attention to what's been going on of late, you can smell the aroma of race riots brewing. All right. All signs is pointing towards race riots. Okay. And the reason why we say this is a sign of the end times because right now these race riots are becoming more obvious and obvious, and the tension and hatred is really starting to show its ugly head. All right, for a long time now, America has been trained to fake love one another. Okay, and now that fake love for one another is, like I said, is coming to its ugly head. Okay, you got people that want to highlight the American way, which is John 3:16, everybody loving one another and whatnot. But that's just a facade, because the truth of the reality is Americans are trained to fake love one another. Okay, and what has happened recently with the emerge of police brutality and even hate crimes for that matter, it's obvious the aroma of race riots are brewing. All right, now when it comes to race riots, a great way to explain that or to define that is riots resulting from animosity or tensions between racial or ethnic groups caused by racial hatred. And we have that going on right now. Okay, you have the strong vibration of white supremacy, aka Jim Crow. Okay, trickling down to the police officers targeting blacks by way of brutality. Okay, and according to the Bible, the so-called blacks, which is the Judites from the tribe of Judah, okay, is who are victims of the Jim Crow, aka white supremacy, aka police officers targeting them for their hate crime and brutality. You see? And when it comes to the Bible, man, it speaks about Esau and Jacob. Okay, Esau and Jacob. Now their mother, Rebecca, it talks about the two nations in her womb. And it was Esau and Jacob. In Genesis 25, verses 22 and 23, speaks to this. Now, everybody biblically know that E-snake, or let's say Esau for the sake of the word, who we know as Elvis, famished from the field and gave his birthright over to Jacob for a bowl of soup. And because of that fact, E-slice has extreme hatred for Jake. And that hate has trickled over all the way till now. Okay, all that fake love has shown his head. Okay, it's clearly obvious that the Jim Crow, aka white supremacy, aka police officers targeting so-called blacks with hate crime and brutality is an extreme spirit of hatred. And then guess what happens? When you demonstrate hatred for so-called Jake, then the feelings become mutual. That's why you have these protesters, these lootings. That's why you have this tension and this animosity that's going on. I mean, it's clear as day. Elvis, aka E Slice, aka Easy E, aka Etymology. Okay, he hates Jake. And his hate for Jake is so extreme that he targets him for hate crime and police brutality. But on the flip side of that coin, Jake also have his feelings is mutual also towards E Slice. And that's where when you put it all together, so-called whites hating blacks and blacks hating whites, it's the perfect aroma of race riots. Now, am I saying all blacks hate all whites or all whites hate all blacks? No, it's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is there's animosity and tension between both ethnic groups centered by hatred, and it has come to its ugly head. It's only going to get worse because the hate crimes towards so-called blacks and police brutality towards blacks, it hasn't slowed down no time soon. It hasn't slowed down from in the past, and there is no sign that it's going to slow down anytime soon. Why? Because right now, the so-called, what can we say? Elvis, aka Esau, okay? He's shown you that he's no more hiding his hatred for Jake. He's blatantly showing you his hatred, his prejudice for Jake, man. And in return, Jake is showing his hate. If you think I'm lying, if you get a chance, brothers and sisters, watch the movie Higher Learning. It's a great movie to watch. And one of the things people really lost sight of in that movie is the racial tension in that movie. Ice Cube was in the movie, Omar Epps, Busta Rhymes. I can't think of the young lady name. She just won a Oscar. But she played with Ice Cube in Boys in the Hood as well. I can't think of her name right now. Regina King, I believe. Great movie, man. Great movie. Tyra Banks was in that movie too. But that's a beautiful demonstration of racial animosity and tension, man. You know, you had the Aryan brothers in that movie going against Jake. You dig? And that's where we're headed today, man. If things don't clear up, man, it's gonna get crazy, and it's really gonna turn into a race riot. And I think the powers that be, that's exactly where they're trying to get it to go to. So again, man, what's the name of the word? Sign of the End Times, Biblical News, volume 229. The aroma of race riots is brewing, man. And I'm telling you, with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, I believe is her name, a whole lot of people, man, of late have been victimized because the color of their skin, man. It's a damn shame. But this is why I say we in the sign of the end times, because right now, this is something that points to the end. This does not look like a sign that we in a great place and life is sweet. I mean, this is dangerous times, man. And I'm telling you, if you, an adult, if you're over, let me just say this, if you're over 40 years old, then you kind of understand what's going on. If you're a so-called black individual and you over 40 years old, then you can easily pick up on what's going on right now. But if you under 25 years old, you might not even really smell the aroma of the race riots brewing. But if you're a 70s baby, oh, you definitely, if you was born in the 70s, then you know exactly what it is right now, man. And I'm telling you, the Jim Crow, aka white supremacy, aka police officers targeting so-called blacks and killing them over with hate crime and police brutality. I mean, think about it, man. They just drug a man in Mississippi. They dragged him. I think, was it Bird? Last name Bird. I can't think of his name. They dragged this man in their truck. Okay? This is so many examples of this, man. Y'all people better wake up, man. I'm telling you. I hope you sincere. Brothers and sisters was edified by this word, and we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out, man. Shalom.